Also, I know that this year the Trump administration terminated U.S. support for the Asian University for Women in Bangladesh, which allows disadvantaged women to get higher education via U.S.-funded scholarships. So could you speak to, and maybe you too, Ambassador Currie, speak to the impact of that program for Rohingya girls and the need for education for children in the camps?
Yeah, I was one of the first Rohingya girl to begin with and to go to the university back in 2019, and we now have, I think, 100 or so students already at the campus. For generations and generations in Burma, Rohingya have been denied access to education after just high schools. And so this was the first time in many generations that the larger group of women had access to higher education at the university. And that allows women to be part of the decision-making processes, to speak up against their injustice, and to be able to do the works in the camps freely, and to serve the community and their families. And I'm one of the examples of that. Getting access to the educations from that university and being able to deliver the messages of my community today. So that will allow Rohingya women to prevent from gender-based violence, from sexual violence, from even human traffickers, to get access to education. So I would encourage to continue funding the programs and to allow Rohingya children in the camps, and especially girls in particular at the university, to continue studying.
Thank you. I don't know, Ambassador Currie, if you wanted to add.
I think you can see from Lucky that she is one of the success stories of that program and that initiative. There was also an initiative to fund slots at that same university for Afghan women and girls that has also been, as far as I know, is also gone. This is again, very small program. It was a really, but very high impact. We were able to leverage small amounts of funding, give the scholarships through the Asian University for Women, and it created a network of women within the camps who were able to advocate for their own rights, the rights of their family, the rights of their camp block, to deal with situations of gender-based violence, of criminal gangs operating in the camps. These women were really, and have been, and still are, one of the main protective elements in the camps, where there aren't very many protective elements. And you have to imagine a city of 1.3 million people that is basically run by criminal gangs, and that's mostly comprised of women and children. And you can only, let your mind wander to where that ends up. It is a really dangerous and deprived place, the camps in Kutupalong. And so these women really are incredible in the work that they do inside the camps and to protect their communities and their families. Thank you.